Hello there and welcome back. Today we talk about Chase Bliss Habit, a very beautiful pedal that the good folks at Chase Bliss just sent to me. So thank you. And by the way, thank you Chase Bliss. You have always been supporting my channel, so that is really something that I appreciate. And today's demo is gonna be something different, because to understand what this pedal does, you need time. So remember what I'm doing now, and also consider that I'm doing that just improvising, so we don't know what we're gonna get in the end. So before going on, as usual, some way you can support me. You can subscribe to this channel, you can buy from the affiliate link, or you can become a Patreon, where you will find more interesting stuff. I'm multitasking here, so be patient today. Okay, that said, what is habit? Habit is, on the basic level, is a delay. And you can see the classic tree delay control here. So level would be the dry and wet, the repeat, so the feedback, and the size, I mean like the time. What makes this pedal different is that it has a memory that is go on all the time. It's a sort of a tape, and it's a 3-minute tape loop. And so whatever you play, it will be recorded on this memory, and there's a way that you can play over it and create something pretty great. So you can play an entire day and all the sound you're making will be recorded if you add the collect function on. And here I'm taking time because now I played 3 minutes. So after the 3-minute marks, now we're 3:20, this pedal, since I turn off the collect function on the back, will keep playing what I did before. And now, if I play on top of it, this will be recorded as well. And so on and on and on. You can do every 3 minutes, you're gonna have a passive recording, and so you can start add stuff. And what happened is that yesterday, for example, I play a few hours and I keep recording sounds, and it become a sort of a beautiful ambient wonderland. So what you're listening now, it's what I recorded before. And now in the next pass, at the 6-minute mark, you will hear this again, plus what I'm doing now. So my idea with this review, rather than tell you all the things that this pedal does, I want to concentrate on creating soundscape that I think is the main strength of this pedal, and that's why I'm really liking it. But let me go first through very quickly through all the thing. So first is a delay. Yes, it has a delay. So let's hear it as a delay. So you will keep hearing the recording that I did before. And again, there is a function behind it called collect. If the function is on, it will keep recording and play back things. If you disengage that function, the things that you have been recorded after 3 minutes will be deleted. So now it's a sort of 3-minute looper machine. If you keep playing in the same key, for example, or it's something like effects or soundscape, you're fine. You can keep play for hours and things will be, go on and on. Now, of course, things happen also how you put spread and scan. So for now, I didn't record a lot of stuff, but be patient again. This is a pedal that needs patience, and I kind of like it. First things, as a delay, you give the tap tempo, and then here it is. This is a classic reverb. I have some reverb here from the Nightsky that I think this is without. Maybe we do at the beginning without. Let's remember that whatever I'm doing is being recorded. So I need to do interesting stuff, right? I don't really know in which part of this 3-minute tape, let's call, this will be recorded. But it doesn't really matter, because what Habit does is just let you scan through it later on. And so you will get to very weird, unpredictable places. So, again, reverb, repeat, decide the repeat of your delay. And sides is just your time. The fun part is like the delay facilities happen after playing what is in the memory. So you can first have this recording here now. For example, now in the second pass of recording, you start hearing the first flute that I put down, thanks to the OP1 sample of Mellotron that I have. And now you can start hearing also the what is this? A sort of Wurlitzer, I think. Let's keep adding sound. What you want to create actually is having a lot of sound, at least what I like to do with it. But sooner or later we start to interact each other, and I'll show you how. So basically what I'm doing now with you is a full performance. It's just like keep adding layer on layer. There's no, I like to add a little reverb. Here it is. Okay, that said, you can keep doing these and it will still adding. There's some other things. There's spread that basically turn on a second playhead for your delay. So basically, if your first delay starts here, the spread will make it start at a different point. And it's good if you want to use it as a simple multi-tap delay. And then there's scan. Scan can be used in two ways, the automatic or manual. If it's in manual, you decide where the habit will start to repeating in this 3-minute memory recording. Right now is in automatic, so the more you pull this, the more it starts scanning. It's sort of creating a granular vibe, right? So what's happening now, let's see how long we played using my professional counter here. So we are at the 9-minute mark. So it means that we had 3 full loop recording, and we have the flute, we have the mellotron, and we had this new vibraphone. And I keep going. So we didn't talk about modify. So scan again. The more you turn it, the more it will jump into the recording and create this sort of granularity. Let's put it here. And then there's another interesting part called modify. Modify, it's similar to the modifier that you had in the blooper. If you ever played a blooper, you know what I'm talking about. And you have 2 banks, A and B, and each bank has 3 different modifiers. Let's listen to them. So, bank A. position 1. It's a sort of tape, quantize, slowing and fastening. Then we have position 2. It's a simulation of warbliness. Usually not. The center position is the neutral. And then a 3, it's a sort of stutter machine. Bank B, we have in position 1 a non-quantized, like it's just a fluid tape speed change. In position 2, we have a filter, high pass, low pass, and then in position 3, there's another sort of glitchy effect. So these can be used in 2 different ways. So let's set one of my favorite, the warbliness. As you can hear now, there's this sort of tape degradation going on. This last knob here, knob, slider, whatever it is, has 3 possible functions. Out means that this effect modify is gonna be applied on the out stage. So basically it's not being recorded and it's just been applied once. If you put in, this effect will be applied to each repetition of the delay, creating then a more strong effect. For example, if we use here you will go in a sort of shimmery way. For example, here with in and in out. So if you want more of a subtle effect, you just use it in out. But now there's the last part. And it's feed. Feed is when you actually have recorded enough. You can play back the memory as we are doing now, because we are listening just what I recorded so far. And if you place it on feed, then whatever you do with modify or with all the other knobs, it will be re-recorded. So let's say that is your final step if you want to create a full performance. But where we are now, this is a soundscape that we just created with 3 or 4 passes, right? And it's already very beautiful. But let's have more fun. So let's select the tip slower. This is actually going backward. Now we can keep recording. For example, if we like what we are hearing and we want to print in the memory, we would have to put feed on. So that would be recorded. So let's do something different. Let's add some filtering. Something like that. And let's record it in the memory. So I'm using a low pass. And let's use a different sound. So now, feed. Now if we keep this for 3 minutes, it's gonna replace all the memory. So what I did is I select 8 different sounds on my OP1 and I'm playing on a G scale. So I know that I can go on and on for a long time and everything is gonna sound nice. The cool part is that these open up possibility for a full performance. You can go on and on and on and have a piece. Now I'm just using the OP1 because it's very convenient. I can have all the sample, but I mean, it could be interesting to use a guitar, to use some acoustic instrument. Let's add something else. Now it should have been recorded enough. With this you can regulate the volume of the in. Let's now go back to the bank A and the warbliness. Let's add the warbliness and print it. So we add feed again. And let's add some other instrument. Still recording on the feed. So the strategy that I found that works is like adding here and there different sound. And you'll be surprised because these things create a moment that come, flows that goes, and then come back. And when you think it's enough, then you can play with the control. Change the delay time, the repetition, and I feel this is without the reverb. This is with reverb. I feel that you had the reverb to this, and things get even more amazing. And now you're ready to record some performance, or this can be just an amazing ambient thing. You can use the filter and filter out things and play back, like, for example, let's add some nice tone. I'm adding back some flute. And everything is subtle, but it's great. And let's not forget that this is still recording. So the interesting thing is, like, after half an hour you play, you have so much sound recorded, and then I think you get a very full and big soundscape. What I want to point out is just like I'm doing this without any plan in my mind, and I'm talking to you and I'm recording, so I think it sounds already beautiful, and it's very, after you understand how this thing works, it's very intuitive and nice. And if you have a piano and you're a piano player and you start feeding your improvisation here, starting with very sparse note and keep adding, I'm sure you can get super, super beautiful thing. You have a whole lot of other things back here, and there's a lot of amazing review already on the web. I arrived a little late, but I won't go through everything. I wanted to just show something that I didn't see a lot so far, like creating soundscape, how easy it is and how beautiful it is. So for let you understand, if I put manual here, now scan, you decide where the habit read from the recording in the span of these 3 minutes. So it's less glitchy, and it could be interesting as well. So right now you have, if I understand well, 2 heads playing in 2 different times, and you decide with scan where to start. And you can play still with your filter, record the feed so you have the full performance. And that's it. And then you can add a lot of reverb. See, this is amazing. I don't even know where it comes from. But what I did yesterday, I recorded a full 20-minute performance, and it was just this adding. Right now, this sounds like something that could be a track. And if you start adding different chords, because you're a better player than I am, then I'm sure you can create interesting changes. And I feel the more you have patience, the more you lay down one thing at a time, the more interesting the habit will sound. Okay, I think this is the kind of demo I wanted to do and I wanted to see, because I think it's really show what is the best part of the habit. Do I have some complaint about that? Because, you know, it's always good to see what could be make different. Not really, but maybe one thing is like, this is a mono. Somehow I know that all the Chase Bliss, most of the Chase Bliss pedal are mono, so I appreciate that they keep going with their aesthetic, and it could have been great to have a stereo one, but I can survive with it. The other things that I wish, and that I will probably happen, is that I'm sure there's a USB port here, and like the blooper, you could have changed the modifier, so I'm sure this will happen for this guy too. Not sure, but I guess. And one other thing that I think would be great is having the 3-minute fixed loop memory changeable. Like, I would love maybe to have 1 minute only, so it would allow me to create a faster soundscape rather than recording multiple passes of 3 minutes. Again, this is a sort of meditative, contemplative pedal. I love it. And as you can hear, what you hear now, it's something we created from scratch, from the beginning of this video, so it's pretty insane. And by the way, I forgot to also mention that this is a new, I think Chase Bliss went through a full restyling by this artist called Niffler, and it looks super cute, super Instagrammable, and that's what we want. Even they made a very nice, the graphic is incredible. Nice way on, they explain there's a way to create the with the collect to create the song. It was at the beginning, honestly, I had to wrap my head around on what is this pedal. If you take it as a just delay, you might not be happy, because it's just a basic delay. The fun starts when you use all the other things, and please focus on how cool this sound in the background are, and they keep changing and they keep creating something, you know, the way I like, not really knowing what's happening, but enjoying it nonetheless. Anyway, that's about it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks again, Chase Bliss. I forgot also to mention that this has been created in collaboration with Knobs, that is another amazing YouTube channel. I learn a lot thanks to that guy. And I cannot thank enough company like Chase that really help creator like me and always send their products without asking anything. So really, really appreciate, really love you guys. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.